Motivation, one of the hardest things to do. How do you stay motivated and keep moving forward to achieve your goals? Coming up. All right, guys, so today I had a great conversation with somebody who was asking, how do you stay motivated? How do you keep moving forward? And I get these questions all the time. I'm going to make more videos on this topic. However, I thought I'd start off as to the why and, why we get motivated on certain things and others we don't, and how to stay motivated. And it really comes down to the big picture of that life purpose. It is that moment where you realize, hey, I really love what I'm doing right now, and I'm going to get moving on it. Now, how does this play out, and where's the idea and the thinking behind it? It's very simple, really. Look at all the things you love to do. Why do you get motivated to do those? And if you have nothing to do in those things during a day, you'll sit down and watch TV for how long? You won't get moving on those things. And then say, rewind back, or if you're in school, but go back to those school days where you had to learn something or be in a class that you did not want to be in. How horrible was it? Because you weren't finding yourself in that place to get anything done. You were procrastinating more than anything. We all did it. I procrastinated. Everybody procrastinated, okay? And we procrastinate on things we don't like to do, stuff that we find as, mundane tasks that we need to do in life just to get through. The question really is, how do we get focused on that one thing we really, really need to do each and every day that we want to do? How does that all play out? Well, it comes down to life purpose. If you've been sitting down in front of the TV when you wake up, instead of getting up and going and executing some goals on that life purpose that you have, okay, then it's life purpose that we need to find. Life purpose really shapes up how we execute each and every day. This is how, we look at somebody who retires. They've been working all their lives, 30 years at a job, and then they retire and they have nothing to do. They get bored. They don't know what is best. Yeah, the first 3 months, 6 months is fun because you're not doing anything. You're just kind of like, yeah. But then it gets old because you want to start doing stuff. And how does this all play out? They tend to go find hobbies. They tend to go find stuff that time will pass in a manner of speaking where they're having fun. Okay, we need to look at this mentality coming back to when we're doing something and we can't get motivated. The easiest way is to find small things that really get us to move towards that life purpose. So if you're doing something that really isn't for it, you want to include it into the process, thinking that I just need to get it done, get it out of the way so I can go do the things that I need to do. We have to put timelines on those and make sure that it's on the list that we can just crank it out and put them in between the other tasks that we want to be doing. So that way it doesn't become mundane, it just happens to be something that we need to get done. Life purpose is probably the most hardest thing in the world to figure out. It takes time and it takes a lot of self-development to get to that life purpose. A lot of people will take time off from school, people will leave, go travel, other people will do different things to really get an opportunity to understand what they want, what direction they want to go, etc., etc. So the question goes, have you found your life purpose? If you haven't found it, I'll be doing a video on that as well. But life purpose really is figuring out what makes you happy and how can you move towards that direction, that in a way where you can actually provide the best amount of good for you and everybody else around you, while making an income to supplement that opportunity that exists to pursue the life purpose. Very simple in theory, hard to do in life. Now, if you look at small things that will walk you towards that direction, now it becomes more easier to understand that. This example is, right now what I'm doing, Mentors Approach, I never pictured it this way. I never thought about this. It was consulting and projects, and then gradually I was helping so many people, and I thought, hey, why not just do a YouTube channel? And then from there, hey, why not start a website and a coaching business from it? And then from there, why not just make a program and start growing? Then I got into all this video work that I never thought in my wildest dreams I'd be coming back to do anything creative in this spectrum, but it all fell into place, and it's been falling into place. Life purpose becomes as we progress and as we grow into the things that we want to do. We love to do things that we're learning, and it all basically sums up to growth, learning about you, understanding you. This is why a lot of people go travel and they figure it out. I had a great friend that, she was struggling, didn't want to be a teacher anymore, trying to figure it all out, tried different jobs in the summers, this, that, and then I told her, just go volunteer. Who knows what's going to happen? Go to a nonprofit, and all of a sudden, she met the right people, and she is just in love with nonprofits, and she's been in that spectrum, and she doesn't get paid as much, but she loves what she does, and that changed everything for her. This is what we're looking for. How does motivation fit in from there? Well, motivation comes from that perspective of, am I doing the things I love to do? When you're doing more of the things you don't like to do, then you start hating the situation you're in, which then moves to hating yourself on being in that situation. And a lot of the times when we talk with people and they're talking about, like, I'm dealing with depression, and I ask them, where's the depression stemming from? It takes like 3, 4, 6 months of coaching them to figure out that one of the biggest issues they have is that they are in a position in their life that they don't want to be in. They don't want to be doing the job they're in. They want to be doing X whatever, okay? Whatever they can figure out. So the question then begs, how can we fix that? And how can we move forward in that so that you're doing X instead of working on this that you've been working on? And how do we figure out what X is, that in a way that we can implement it so that you can start moving towards that? That is the key to be more motivated, because every day you can then go back to recreating those goals on that list that you have, and then from there those all move towards what your goal is in life and how you want to move towards that and your life purpose in general, okay? And then from there you form the habits, and once you start forming those habits, the goals will be matched and motivation stems from that. And I know there's a whole bunch of videos out there on tips and tricks, and those are all great. Implement them. This is how we do it, and I'll make more videos on tips and tricks to get you motivated, but this is the essence, this is the why, this is how it all works and plays out. Because if we don't have life purpose and we don't have something to look forward every day, how are we going to achieve it? Take some time, think about where you're at in life, ask yourself, am I headed towards that place I want to be in? Is this my life purpose? And then really start brainstorming, what is it you want, you need? And once you get those in line, then we can start looking at those goals. We can start implementing those tips and tricks so that you can create those good habits that becomes automated, and then you won't need an alarm to wake up in the morning. You won't need to be sitting there asking yourself, why am I doing this? Your motivation will come from within and push you to the right movement in the direction that you need to be in. So take some time, think about this, comment, like, subscribe, let me know what you think, and of course share with anybody who would find value in this.